One man carries the heat of the sun in his blade. The other becomes the sun itself at high noon. So when Yamamoto and Escanor step onto the battlefield, we're not asking, who has fire? We're asking one question: which flame burns hotter? Yamamoto from Bleach and Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins are two of anime's most disrespectful fire users. Yamamoto doesn't throw basic flames. His Bankai turns his sword into a walking extinction event. Escanor doesn't just use sunlight. At noon, he becomes arrogance, pride, and solar power in human form. But here's the problem. A lot of people see fire versus fire and think that this is close, but it's not that simple. Because this fight comes down to three things: heat, control, and how each flame actually destroys you. And by the end of this video, we're answering the real question. Is Escanor hotter because he becomes the sun, or is Yamamoto hotter because his Bankai reaches the sun's core? Now, let's start with everyone's favorite guy who's full of himself, Escanor. Escanor's power, Sunshine, is one of the most iconic abilities in Seven Deadly Sins. During the morning, he gets stronger. At noon, he reaches his peak. And when he enters the one, Escanor becomes so powerful that his presence alone feels like a judgment from the sun. His heat is not just decorative. Escanor's aura burns enemies near him. His attacks create miniature suns. His weapon, Rita, stores solar energy. And his confidence gets so absurd that he starts talking to top tier demons like they're just inconveniences. That's what makes Escanor terrifying. He doesn't just burn you. He stands there like your defeat was already scheduled. But here's the tension. Does Escanor's sun power mean he reaches the actual temperature of the sun? Not automatically. That's where fans sometimes can stretch the argument. Escanor uses solar-based magic. He has sun symbolism. He creates sun-like attacks. But that doesn't always mean every single attack is equal to the full sun's core temperature. And that matters because his opponent is Yamamoto. Let's talk about the old man. I love Yamamoto. But he's not just a flashy fire user. He's not throwing just random wild fireballs around just to look cool. He is controlled destruction. When Yamamoto activates his Bankai, Zanka no Tachi, all the flames of his sword get compressed into his blade. That means the fire is not just spread everywhere, it's focused, it's condensed, it's weaponized. And the stated heat of his Bankai is around 15 million degrees Celsius. That's not campfire heat, that's not even lava heat. That's not even the he burned a mountain heat. That is sun core level temp heat. And that is where he gets ridiculous. His Bankai is so hot that the flames are not even visibly raging like normal fire. No, the heat is contained so tightly that anything the blade touches can be erased, not burned slowly, not charred, not pushed back. It is erased. That's the difference. Escanor's fire feels overwhelming, but Yamamoto's fire, well, it feels final. Now, let's answer the title directly. Which fire burns hotter? Well, based on direct statements, Yamamoto has the better heat feat. His Bankai being compared to the sun's core gives us a clear temperature benchmark. Escanor is connected to the sun, but his heat scaling is more based on magical power, aura, and destructive output. So, if we're talking pure temperature, Yamamoto wins. But don't get it twisted. This does not mean Escanor is weak. He is not. He is still a monster. His fire is tied to his physical power. At noon, he becomes one of the most dangerous characters in his verse. He can overpower demons, shrug off damage, and turn the whole battlefield into his personal spotlight. But Yamamoto's heat is on another level because it's not just power, it is precision. That blade is like a solar delete button. Now, this is where the fight gets interesting. Escanor's fire burns outward. He overwhelms you with heat, pressure, and raw presence. His attacks are big, dramatic, and just disrespectful. He wants you to understand that you are beneath him. But Yamamoto's fire is different. His Bankai is split into different forms and each one is terrifying. One side focuses all the heat into the edge of the blade. Another surrounds him in an armor of heat. Another can summon the corpses of those burned by his flames. And one final slash can wipe out everything in his path. So, Escanor has the bigger personality. Yamamoto has the more lethal ability set. Escanor burns like a blazing sun. Yamamoto burns like the sun got compressed into a sword and handed to a war criminal grandpa. Yes, I said grandpa. I love him. Yamamoto is old enough to look retired, but I mean, he's powerful enough to wipe out the whole bloodline. So, I'm not underestimating him. Now, here's another big question. Can Escanor survive it? At his peak, Escanor has insane durability. In the one, he can fight monsters who should be out of his league. And with the one ultimate, he pushes his body past its limit and burns his own life force to keep going. That form is heroic, it is legendary, but it also proves something important. Escanor's peak power comes with a cost. His body cannot maintain that level forever. Yamamoto's Bankai also has a risk because it can destroy the environment around him, but Yamamoto has more control over his heat than Escanor has over his time limit. That matters, because in a drawn-out fight, Escanor is racing against the clock. Yamamoto is the clock. Escanor needs to win fast. Yamamoto just needs one clean connection. And if Yamamoto's blade touches him, that's not a bruise. That's not even a burn mark. That is a deletion notice. Now, this is another major advantage for Yamamoto. Escanor's power rises and falls based on the sun. He is strongest at noon. Outside of that peak, he's still dangerous, but he's not the same monster. Yamamoto does not have that kind of timing issue. When he activates Bankai, he brings the heat immediately. Escanor is like a solar battery that peaks at the perfect moment. Yamamoto is like a nuclear weapon with a sword handle. That makes Yamamoto more consistent, and in battle, consistency matters. Because if Escanor does not catch Yamamoto at exactly the right moment, his chances are going to drop hard. And even at noon, Yamamoto's heat is still more dangerous because it has a confirmed temperature and better killing mechanics. Escanor can overpower you. Yamamoto can erase you. That's the difference. So, how would this fight play out? Let's say Escanor enters at high noon. No excuses, no weakened version, he wasn't at full power. We're going to give him the one. Escanor walks in with that classic arrogance. He sees Yamamoto and probably says something along the lines of, "Why would I fear an old man holding a candle?" And Yamamoto just, gives him the look and says, "Child, I burned stronger men before your pride had a name." Escanor is going to start with overwhelming presence. Cruel sun comes out. The battlefield is cooked. The heat gets insane. But Yamamoto activates Bankai and suddenly the entire energy of the fight changes. Escanor's flames are loud. Yamamoto's flames are quiet. That's when you know it's bad. Because when Yamamoto's fire gets quiet, it means the heat is no longer spreading. It is waiting inside the blade, waiting to touch you. One time, Escanor can trade hands. He can pressure, he can flex, but he cannot afford to get tagged. Meanwhile, Yamamoto's heat armor makes getting close dangerous. His blade makes blocking dangerous. His range makes dodging dangerous. And his experience makes reckless attacks a mistake. The longer the fight goes on, the worse it gets for Escanor because every second after noon is a countdown. And Yamamoto is too experienced to let pride carry the fight. So, who wins? Yamamoto. And when it comes to which fire burns hotter, Yamamoto's fire burns hotter. Escanor has one of the coldest personalities, one of the hottest powers in anime. He is pride turned into a solar nuke. But Yamamoto's Bankai is built different. It has the higher stated temperature. It has better control. It has deadlier contact effects. And it does not rely on a short noontime window the same way Escanor does. So, the final answer is Escanor carries the power of the sun. Yamamoto carries the heat of the sun's core. And that difference, that's everything. But now I want to hear your take. If Escanor fought Yamamoto at exactly 12:01 p.m., the second he is truly invincible, does Yamamoto's race on contact still work, or does the one negate all logic? Drop your answer in the comments, and if you want more anime power battles like this, hit that subscribe button. Because next time, we're not just asking who's winning, we're asking who survives. Thank you for watching this video and have a great day.